Reading for Wildlife. Written and illustrated by Zella, a project by Zella and friends. An elephant for breakfast.
Chapter 24. Josephine arrives at Wisteria House. As Uncle Cosmo left the house in a police car, Josephine was being released from the police station. She took a black cab to 17 Paradise Road. She could not wait to see Uncle Cosmo. At Wisteria House, everyone was still in a state of shock. "I don't believe he was involved," said Mother. "Cosmo loves elephants. It would be completely out of character. Are you saying he has lost his moral compass?" "No," said Uncle Crispin. He was troubled. "We've been told of this illegal operation taking place in his factory. If it had been going on for years, how could he not have known or suspected a thing?" "We don't know what evidence the police have," said Aunt Lily. "But one would hope they would have searched for fingerprints on all of the ivory and the chocolate bars here and in the factory. Surely if he is involved, his fingerprints will be all over the ivory." Uncle Cosmo said that he knew everyone in the factory, and they were like family, said Tom. "Could they not have run the operation at night?" questioned Johnny. "Yes," agreed Uncle Crispin. "If they did, then I think it is completely plausible that Uncle Cosmo would not know about it. But there must be an inside team." "I hadn't thought of that," said Father. "It would theoretically be possible for an illegal factory to operate at night. And Cosmo has always liked routine. I imagine he shuts up shop at 5 p.m. and opens the gates early the next morning, so the poachers could drop their haul at night, and the ivory could be packaged and then posted the next morning. Cosmo would not have any reason to return at night time. So there would be no need to involve him in the operation," observed Aunt Lily. Rose piped up. "Yes, and the link in all of this must be the secretary. She is the one who said, 'Beware the blackbird.'" The conversation was interrupted by Josephine knocking on the door. She had not met Cosmo's brothers and their wives, although she had seen them briefly when she was led into police custody. It was slightly awkward. She introduced herself as Josephine Miller and asked if Cosmo was there. Father invited her to come inside. When she had had a cup of tea, Father had to tell her gently that Uncle Cosmo had been arrested that morning. He tried his best, but there is no gentle way to tell someone that the police have arrested the person you love. It was a shock. But the biggest shock was that the police now suspected that Cosmo had run the whole operation. "Oh no, he could not have done that. I am sure," Josephine said aghast. "I am just so sure, not Cosmo." She fiddled nervously with her hands. Unconsciously, she touched her bracelet. Elephants are such charismatic animals. They are giants who rule the plains of Africa. Kindness makes kings and queens of them. Cosmo could not kill these regal creatures, nor could he be involved in the export of their ivory. "Who could run this operation from the factory?" asked Rose gently. "I don't know," said Josephine. "I keep asking myself the same question." Hearing Josephine's sincerity and concern, Mother and Father privately felt guilty for ever having imagined she might have been behind the operation.
Here is how you can help. Share the story. Adopt an animal. Visit when you can. Educate yourself. Donate to a conservation charity. To find out more about Reading for Wildlife, visit zellahunter.com or at Lady Zella Books, or follow the Reading for Wildlife YouTube channel.